The Royal Air Force Crash Rescue Firefighting Service are specialists in saving life. One of the first things you learn is that survival time inside a burning aircraft is limited. From the moment of impact, we've got 3 minutes. There you are then, 3 minutes. Might take longer to get the fire out, but the main thing is you've got 3 minutes to get the survivors out or they won't make it. You learn how to do this in 9 weeks basic training. Learn how to work as a silent team. And your actions have got to be automatic, so you have to know your drills. From recruit to fireman in 9 weeks. Then you can go on to train as a driver as well. And every trade test you take improves your pay and chances of promotion. It's up to you. You can be driving anything from a Land Rover to this 6-wheel drive job, cross-country. Because if a plane comes down, it's like to be off the airfield and damn difficult to get at.
Right, as you can see, the flatness of the airfield over there is quite easy for you to see anywhere in that position. But here we do have a different problem. We've got all the hills and all the woods. Right? And another problem, as you can see on your map down there, we have a river, which is up here and one is up behind you. Now, if you come over here with me now, right, turn over now to your Ordnance Survey map, because this is what you require this side, because you're going off the airfield boundary now. As you can see, you can pick up your airfield, you can pick up the river, which is running along the back here.
So you've got to be good at map reading too. And this is all part of your basic course at Catterick in Yorkshire. Tactical Land Rovers, dual purpose and primary foam trucks, light water, foam, CO2, dry powder, hand tools like bolt croppers, cable cutters, pneumatic saws and chisels, hoses, nozzles, ladders, pumps and breathing apparatus. The best and biggest range of firefighting and crash rescue equipment in the world.
Well done, Edwards. I hear you've passed the top of the course. You get a cup for this.
Thanks, sir. The drill you do at Catterick helps you to react quickly to orders. When you get on the crash line, you'll be mainly concerned with fire drills, especially if you're posted to a station like Bryce Norton, where you'll be on a 24-hour shift system. This is Strike Command, one of the busiest airfields in the country, and you've got to squeeze in continuation training as best you can.
We'll carry on now with the position 4 of the setting of the instrument. I'd like you to notice on the bottom of the instrument panel here, you've got a 4-position switch.
Yes, Don.
This is
10-2014 inbound from Akatiri is an Aeromed with 2 stretchers, a total POV of 89.
Roger, Tower. Please, before you carry on any more of your settings. Right, off you go then.
Planes land or take off from here every few minutes, round the clock, carrying thousands of passengers on what is reckoned to be the safest airline in the world. And we've mounted up and rolled out here to play our part in maintaining that reputation. This VC-10 has medical cases on board. We haven't lost a patient yet. To be honest, although you're on watch, in between whiles you've got cleaning and maintenance.
I was on the same course at Catterick, only I was posted to Wittering. Like the first lad said, you soon settle down to continuation training. You're a competent fireman when you finish basic, but there's a hell of a lot more to being an expert.
Okay, gentlemen, we've got this far. We've got the canopy open. We can imagine that the pilot is lying here unconscious. Our next job, the most important job, is to make the seat safe. To do this, we need our ejection seat pins we either carry on the vehicle or the one stowed in the aircraft in this position. Okay, the first and most important pin goes here in the main sear. Okay? Secondly, a pin into the lap firing position. Third pin down below that in the rocket pack, and a fourth pin in this position here in the guillotine sear. But now the seat is safe.
This is a Harrier squadron, and what a lovely wee thing is a Harrier. There's no another aircraft like it in the world. And you know something? The Harrier can take off and land like a helicopter and still fly faster than sound. The Harrier can be made operational from somebody's backyard or vegetable patch, and wherever it goes, we go. We have to be able, at a minute's notice, to get a full firefighting unit to support a Harrier operating site anywhere in the UK or overseas. You've hardly time to pack your gear or tell the wife or the girlfriend, or maybe both, that tonight you'll be bedding down with a Harrier. Anyway, if you wanted a routine job with regular hours, you'd no be listening to me telling you a bit about life in the Royal Air Force Fire Service.
A jock will always tell you he's got the best job of the lot. Well, I came from Catterick to Fairford, and our speciality here is the Concorde.
Right, lads, this afternoon we're going to have a short lecture on bird control on aerodromes. Now, being gentlemen of the world, I'm sure you've all from time to time fancied yourselves as being capable controllers of birds. However, this afternoon, unfortunately, we are compelled to discuss the feather kind. Birds are beautiful creatures, all put here for a purpose, but we'll have to get rid of them, or to try and scare them away from our ground.
Concorde's worth millions, and like with all jet aircraft, the last thing you want is a flock of birds in the engine intake.
Cross 510 land, over. Roger, Tower.
So we've got some crafty gear that you can use to clear an airfield of birds. First you've got to recognise the type of bird, and then play a tape of distress calls. In their own language, of course.
our feathered friends are too daft or maybe deaf, then you got to fall back on the old 12-bore explosive cartridge and scare the hell out of them that way. Either way, the airfield's safe, and they live to fly away to warmer parts come winter. Lucky sods.
Talking of luck and migrating to warmer places, Cyprus, where the sun always shines, the beer's cool, and the local shish kebabs make your hair curl. A nice 3-year tour here, accompanied if you're married, will never do anyone any harm. You get more leave than most in Civvy Street, and the work's pretty interesting too.
Local approach.
Go ahead, approach.
Roger, taxi is 7295, is covering with hydraulic trouble. Estimate landing in 5 minutes. Air priority 2.
Oh, roger, air priority 2. This is an air priority 2. Hercules 7295 recovery. Hydraulic failure. 84 squadron scramble.
The Royal Air Force gets to be the safest flying outfit in the world, partly by taking no chances. Any suspicion of malfunction and we stand by. And a fireman with a backpack on a helicopter can be in action within seconds. And don't forget, we're often passengers ourselves, flying out to places, like Gan in the Indian Ocean.
Gan is a coral island on the equator, and there's nothing else on it but the airfield. Staging posts on the way to and from the Far East. Like me, you'll be angling for one of the coolest jobs on the island, manning the Fire Section's Sea Rescue Zodiac. A sleepy lagoon, a tropical moon, like the song says. But you'll not be twanging your guitar here. You'll have to do without women for your 9-month tour. Anyway, time soon passes, and there's plenty to keep you occupied.
Mike Bravo, Echo, suspect break fire, 4 main wheel.
Mike Bravo, Echo, Roger, will you hold?
Bravo, Echo, will hold.
Crash 1, Gan Tower, the Nimrod has a suspect at port break fire. You are clear onto the runway.
The 24-hour watch is divided up into 12 hours on and 12 off. So you and your mates work together as a team, trying to outdo the other crews in the speed and efficiency with which you tackle every task. Like a Nimrod brake check, for instance.
Crash 1, you ready?
Crash 1, gas tower, flash anything?
We'll check the on the carriage out, she's okay. As soon as we've got the rover clear. Over.
Crash 1, gas tower, roger.
It's an active, varied and responsible job. Travelling abroad, smashing grub, lots of leave, a rate of pay as good as you get anywhere, and plenty of friends in the same boat as yourself. And if you'd like to join us in the Royal Air Force Fire Service, whether for 3 years or a whole career, there's good promotional prospects, and you can climb as high as you want to. Well, think about it. Be seeing you.